reopen aesthetics in the political today, and I'm extremely thrilled to welcome Tamiko Kawata into our midst, an exhibition created by Kyoko Sato. And right now I'd like to ask Tamiko, since I see that you happen to be born female in Japan, and you visited the US in '62, you became a citizen in 2004. I follow you a little bit after.
Exactly.
And you remain an artist living in New York, and you were very glad to participate in this exhibition and a memorial moment,
Yes.
a momentous
Yes.
times to express your thoughts.
Yes.
So I would like to ask you,
Yes.
seeing that you celebrate Kamala Harris and so forth, I'd like to, ask you, other than how do you feel about being in this exhibition following Good Trouble, homage to John Lewis that we just finished, a rather political statement of 80 artists from New York and around the world. And now it's your turn of 16 Japanese women who decided to come to New York and make their home here.
Yes.
In a troublesome moment, what do you have to share with our audiences and public?
I am so happy or so glad that I will be participating in this show at this moment for this theme. It is a very important time for everybody. And I am expressing, you gave me this opportunity to express my feeling since I will just say this, that Trump became president. Then was turmoil, frustration was there, growing, and then Corona lockdown came, and we lost the freedom for move around, and then here I am, have the chance to explode my frustration, really. And so here I am doing it, installation work, and I'm so thankful for inviting me for the show. And then this time I'm using my pantyhose work, installation works, and I have been doing from about 2000. Now, about this work is the pantyhose is the installation work I do is all from waste materials, basically. And then the pantyhose are all has a holes and runs. This is all from friends and neighbors, students, from everybody. I collected over 2,000 a year. Since 2000, I have now possess over 2,000 pairs. And I have been doing, installations in a very different way as a life runs like a river, so that it was in a river waterfall shape. Now this time, because this moment, this occasion, I wanted to explode. Therefore, I have two of the works. The one is particularly, that first black one is for the salute for colored women. That is celebrating for Kamala Harris, for future vice president, or next year.
Like she said, maybe the first one, but not the last one.
That's right, yes. And then, as I said, I just happen to be a female, all right? I didn't choose, but anyway. So this one is different. We are together, different colors and everybody. And then, so this is titled Together.
Together.
Okay?
Arms and legs.
Yeah, well, next, the gloves then. So,
Right. But what I like is that this exhibition, as I said, coming out of good trouble, has a very succinct, beautiful thing, which is Kyoko Sato concentrated on
Yes.
aesthetics in the political moment.
yes, yes.
And you know, Japanese women in particular, you have a tradition of concentrating on beauty,
Yes.
aesthetics, right? And I think but underneath it all, I see also your expression of turmoil, of celebration. So it's an expressiveness that it's very piquant. I like it.
Good.
It makes for a very pleasant show to look at.
Yes.
And for those of us who have something to celebrate,
Yes.
like a new type of, people in government and so forth, I think is good because it retains the essence of the turmoil, still active, but yet it has a celebratory way, like a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, yes. So this particular one is really for celebration. And for the future, we are together. And, it's a man and a woman, everybody. We are all of the earth, not here and there. That's what I believe. And there's just a happened I'm a woman. And I happen to be here.
But this is art that, in essence, it heals.
Yes.
That it heals the eyes
Yeah.
and the soul.
I know, it's always when I work, to me, is the most important thing is how to express it through the, well, I say beauty, if I can, aesthetically present, not the other way. That's my way. It's usually quiet. It could be quiet expression, but it could be, but like this one, the white box had this beautiful orange color, which is it happened to be, it's the medium in between color. If we talk, right? If we mix black, white, brown, what color will be? Now, it could be this color.
Yeah.
So, I am very happy to have, And then Kyoko-san, the curator, is so special and talented, and then there's a whole other exhibition looks so special. And thank you very much for inviting me and then giving me a chance to explode.
I'm so inspired by Tamiko's energy. Actually, she was born in 1936.
Huh?
She's the eldest, and
I'm 84 years old.
Yes, and 84 years old. She's the eldest, and she's a model. Our future as a woman, Japanese woman in New York City, to aim at the top of the best of the art in New York City. I'm so moved by your energy.
Yes.
Yes, to collaborate with you. And this is so amazing work. Look at that.
Yeah. It's everybody up there.
Terrific. Well, ladies, thank you very much from WhiteBox Harlem.
Yes.
To be continued. Please
Thank you.
join us through the 6th of December.
Thank you.
Amazing.
It's a pleasure.
I am very moved.
Yes, you're so.
I'm just.
Yes. Yes. I'm so glad.
Thank you very much. Yes. it's just happened that I've been Edamitsu-san,
Oh yeah.
you know,
Oh,
and
yeah, But
know,
even Edamitsu-san was recommended
yes.
by Kunié-san.
Oh, is that so?
And I admire Kunié-san a
Yeah.
lot. She, as a woman, she's very successful
Yes.
in art history
Yes.
position of
Yes.
herself,
Yes.
right? And she mentioned about Yukari-san is something, okay? And Yukari-san mentioned about you
Yes.
means something.
Mm.
Everything has meaning to me,
Yes.
okay? It's not coincidence.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
It's meant to happen
Yes.
to me,
Okay.
okay? So that's the energy
Mm-hmm.
to make the exhibition very special.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's so great to
Yeah.
meet you, to
Yes.
work for you,
Yeah.
with you. You know, it's very, and then all together with this white box, knowing, you know, the radical place
Radical.
that what we
Radical.
are all. Yes.
Yes.
And I'm so happy. And I'm so happy that I was able to
This thing.
to do it. I mean, succeed, sort of, you know, succeeded. That's what I was planning this, and then I was able to do it.
Right.
Yeah, that is a different thing, because when I plan, sometimes, you know, when you put it in the reality, it doesn't work. Yeah. But this time, it works. It worked.
It's very good.
Great.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yes. Thanks for.
これからもよろしくお願いします。
こちらこそ。
また。
So what to do now?
Would you like to take us to the other side?
Okay. Okay. Oh, this one. Okay. Right. By the way, this elephant is here because it's people. Elephants are moving around, but the people moves around. They're called migration, and it's from Africa. Africa is the origin of the culture. That's the reason why this piece is here. Okay. Okay, this is an exhibition. Let's see. Oh, we should start from this Aya Uekawa because she's been saying that she is a moderate feminist. She wants to be successful in the society. She paints women all the time, using her ability to show off her deep traditional cultural thing in Japan. Beautiful painting. Yes, amazing. These two are Yoko Toda-san. I admire her. Very gentle. And in 2020, she reached this expression. She's already recognized in 1970s. That's amazing achievement as a woman. She's exhibited in Guggenheim Museum already in 1970. What a amazing achievement she did. And this is a recent piece, an abstract. And beautiful, beautiful. That's her spirit right now she has. Here, Yasuda, Sachigusa Yasuda, she always questioning about human beings' lives. What's people's life? Why people are living here? Why people are moving around? Amazingly, she's living in East Harlem near to the WhiteBox, and she found people migrating in the US, and then she started this project, Tour. And this series is exhibited in the former exhibition, and all the visitors reacted to her pieces. because it's so close to us. Why people are living and moving around, and why we need to suffer losing the land. That's the theme of her show, series. We gotta go back to Kazuko. Kazuko Miyamoto. Probably for the women artists, she has a special position because she dedicated her talent to the soloist, and she was the first assistant to soloist. And these two are the drawing, planning to her pieces a little bit inspired by soloist, minimalist, but in her original way. But at the same time, she was a part of Livingston School avant-garde in Lower East in New York City art scene. These two women's like having fun and shooting each other is part of Livingston School. And this is the highlight for me. And this is herself, and this is a soloist, her maid for soloist together, and she wanted to show people the size of the installation, and she become naked and show off her body to show the size of the installation. Okay. Kayoko Nakamura using the new tech, and this is 3 pieces in this show. Oh, and she joined us with the highest tech with the QR code, scanning this QR code by iPhone. You can play around the 130-degree dimension video piece in this one. She was selected by Google project. This is Momoyo Torimitsu's piece. I actually exhibited this one a few years ago. I'm so glad to pick up this piece because this piece reflects on insecurity of our time with the coronavirus. Without eyes and nose, nothing. And also, this pattern represents the army, but she chose this shape and pink color. She's saying that she never can stop making art. Without art, she cannot live. Okay. And that's the piece, Kunié Sugiura. She found a piece, her own pieces in 1993, I believe, during the pandemic. And she started to play around and make an animation out of that series. And people think pandemic's very hard, but many artists finding many pieces, look around, and recreated the new work out of that pain. And Kunié Sugiura is like a symbol. These are the new pieces created because of the pandemic. This one. This is Aya Uekawa, and also a husband dedicated to her piece as a video with the sound. Okay. All right. This is Asako Ibasala. I always admire Asako because the way she look at the nature is very special. It's like she's quietly screaming, "We are part of nature." In front of nature, we cannot do anything. Okay, Minako, Iwamura. These are paintings she created during the pandemic. I see these are kind of her, it's abstractive, but it's more like her portrait for me, if I may say, because it's so feminine and so quiet, but very strong femininity. And also, I'm calling this the strongest feminist art I've ever seen. And this is Noriko Shinohara. I'm so happy officially, finally, I was able to collaborate with her. And she told me that she was able to visit the Italy very often before the pandemic. She wanted to be there again, but she can't. So why? So what? But by painting this, the theme of the Italian movie, okay? She's painting La Dolce Vita, okay? And this is probably Cutie herself, and she doesn't wanna be quiet. She wants to make people happy. I always admire her, how much energy she has with next to Ushio Shinohara. Okay. This is Yukari Edamitsu. Can you believe she can paint abstract expressionism in New York City as a Japanese woman? How hard it is to express that way. How challenged she's looking at. This is the first time to collaborate with her. Kunié strongly recommended her to be in this show at this time. So I listened to her, and this is a painting. It's very strong. Okay. Junko Yoda. Actually, she started this series some decades ago. But when I started to plan this exhibition, I wrote to her, why don't you paint something about Harlem, because you've been living in New York City like 50 years. And then, she said that, I have a series of Harlem River Nocturne, Banana Boat already. Why not? I don't think that's a coincidence. Okay. This is another piece of Sachi. And I love this part, especially she created the hand with the many colors. The colors coming down from this photograph. They are, of course, immigrants. The color is coming down, melting into it. And this shape is houses they lost. They are looking for the houses. And Chié, here. Yeah. I asked her, why your expression is so Japanese? You studied this expression in Japan? She said no. Because she lived in New York City, she thought about she's being Japanese and she started the Japanese expression. It really makes sense. This is a city, New York City, who must think about ourselves. And this is like how can I say? They're dancing, and in Chinese thought, yin and yang, and light and darkness. This is light, and this is darkness for me. So it's balance I'm focusing on. Okay, and next is Kyoko Hamaguchi. She's the youngest. She still be graduating the Hunter College right now. But look at this piece, how interesting it is. She's sending out this package from her to herself. And then put the small pinhole to make photograph what this box witness. And then this box witness in this probably the fluorescence, I don't know. But what Kyoko wants is just reveal what is true. And the last thing is this one. I've been always saying that art is for healing. To heal herself and heal the people around them. Only if artist wants to heal people and herself or themselves. And Keiko was not able to travel to Japan because of the pandemic in April. And then when her flight canceled, she started this project. And she brought the Japanese paper, washi, and brought it to tree. She loves the sensation of the communication with the tree, and loved on the paper with the charcoal, and then started to create this series. And the glass and these cases were also created by her. And here I exhibited 118 pieces out of 125. So because of this political moment in this world, I cannot help curating only women show, and I'm so happy to be able to make it happen.
Come see the exhibition. Come to.
Please come to this show in person, open until December 6th. And we will post something in online. Okay.
The coronavirus, the safety procedures.
Okay, please bring the mask and bring the sanitizer, and we also have it. But art is essential for our lives. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. And, let's